Everything we do here at James Project focuses on caring for vulnerable women and children because we believe that's the call that God has placed on every one of us as Christians.
Hello, we are back and it's January of 2025. It feels like so long ago that I did a December one with Tiffany. So how are you, Bryon?
I'm good. We're here in Guatemala and the weather is perfect.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's been in the 70s, a little bit cloudy. Actually, I got a little bit chilled today. I hate to admit that, but I did. Yeah,
Yeah, you should not complain. It was like 7 here today.
it's
So,
pretty.
well, that's good. That's good. And you have a busy visit right now, right?
Yeah, a lot going on. Lots of meetings. We've got a couple mission vision teams coming,
Mhm.
and yeah, very busy.
Yeah. So when does the first vision team get there? You pick them up tomorrow?
Yes, tomorrow they come in and we're going to Antigua. We're hiking a volcano, and then we'll be back here with, in addition to another group on Monday. So it's actually a pretty decent sized vision trip. But it's we've got 3 different churches from Kansas City area coming in. So
Is
really
that
excited.
tomorrow? That's the group that's coming?
Yeah, so one church is going to hike with us, and then the other 2 are coming on Monday, and so
Great.
we'll be here together. Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. And are these churches that have sent teams before, or are they brand new?
they have not. They are brand new.
Wow.
Well, one
Well,
of the churches has they've done a vision trip before with the main pastor, but now this is the people will actually be leading a team, so they do want to send a regular team down.
oh, that's exciting.
Yeah,
That's
but the other
great.
2, this is their first experience, so yeah, we're really
Oh,
excited.
do you enjoy seeing it for through other people's eyes when they see it for the first time?
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
it's great. Anytime you get to share, something you love with other
Mhm.
people and see how it affects them, yeah, it's a
Yeah.
joy.
Oh, that's
I
good.
love it.
That's awesome. All right. So what else is going on for January?
Well, I
Or
want to
what is
announce.
up?
Yeah, well, I want to announce first of all that we met the match. Praise God.
Well, yes, that's
So
awesome.
yeah, the and all that is, most people know all that money is going to the Village of Hope, which we now have almost the wall is almost complete. The well is in, and we're working on getting electricity, and we're so excited to see what God's going to do. But thank you everybody who gave. We're thrilled.
That's awesome. That is very exciting. And speaking of end of the year things, you also wrapped up a Christmas celebration with the kids.
Yeah, our kids had a wonderful Christmas. There's a church in Chicago, the Well. Every year they send money for our kids. Usually, traditionally, it's been a trip. Our kids, long years ago when we first started as directors, we asked, what did they want to do for Christmas, and they said we want memories. We don't have a lot of good memories. We want something that's special. And so we started taking them on trips. We've gone to the zoo, we've gone to an animal park, we've gone to water parks a couple of times, but we've gotten so big, it's hard to travel. So this year, we brought in inflatables, we had cotton candy, ice cream, and of course, that the gift that we get from that church covers the Christmas meal with tamales, fireworks, and of course, presents for everybody.
Oh, wow, that is exciting. That
Yeah,
that's
it's a
super
special
nice.
time, and we're very grateful to them for doing.
Hmm. Yeah, what a nice gift from them. That's awesome. And I'm sure they love seeing the pictures and hearing the report of how it went.
Yeah, we just actually made a video yesterday and sent it to them so they could celebrate with share with their congregation.
That's wonderful.
Yeah,
So fun. So what's going on with the kids? They start school soon, right?
yeah. I believe the kids tell me it's the January 20th. One of the teachers said it was the 16th. It's next week. That's all I know. I asked them, "Oh, you ready to go back?" And some will say, "Yeah, it's boring. I'm ready." Others will say, "No, I'm not ready. I need more time off." But yeah,
Yeah.
it's inevitable. That's when the school year starts in January and goes through November, and that's it's they don't understand our school year in the States and Canada, but because it's so different. But
Yeah.
actually, to me, it makes good sense to start at the beginning of the year and go through. But
And then have all of that time for Christmas and New Year's
yeah,
and,
yeah,
all of that time off. Yeah, it
yeah,
does make a lot of sense.
yeah,
But
it does.
yeah. So, and there are 4 of them starting high school, did you say?
They have
4?
4. They're starting high school, which means they get to go to town. They get to, leave the property and have a big responsibility. And,
Mhm.
our kids have done well in that, and I expect them to do the same. But it is different. They will
Yeah.
have challenges and things that'll come up, but, they're guided well, and they have support. So the
That's so,
walking, they won't walk to and from every time, but they will be walking, more than they're used to. So that'll take
yeah.
an adjustment time as well.
Mhm. What a great experience for them, though, as a stepping stone of responsibility. Like our own kids, we give them that little bit more freedom and um, they have to be responsible with it. So,
Yeah, the
yeah.
kids who have lived here on property for a long time, they don't get a lot of opportunity to leave. They go to church or we have outings, but I mean, for them to be able to go every day, it's going to be
Mm-hmm.
big. And again, it offers some challenges, but the opportunity to prove themselves, and we're excited for them.
Yeah, and learn new
It's a good
things.
thing.
That's really great.
Yeah.
Good. So last time I chatted with Tiffany, I think the one new set of house parents had started and you were still looking for a second. How's that going?
So yeah, we did hire. If anybody remembers Marina, she grew up here. I mean, when we came down for the first time in 2006, she was a part of that original. We call it the original 24 that we met. She was in that group, so that's how long she has been involved. But she went through high school. She went through nursing school. She moved to the city. She worked. She got married. She now has a baby, and now she's returned as a house parent with her husband.
Oh, that's
We are so
wonderful.
excited to have her back. It's just so neat to see what
Hmm.
God is doing with those
Yeah.
kids.
Hmm. And that they want to give back, that they want to
Exactly. Yes.
serve
I mean,
him.
she's
And
one of, I think, 6 kids
mhm,
that we employ now
yeah,
that came through the project at some point. I mean, it's love that they want to give back.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that
It's
was
pretty.
a really impactful thing for me when I interviewed some of them that are working there, just how much they'd always wanted to do what they're doing. So it's
Yeah,
so great to have that opportunity, how that first full circle opportunity for them.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Marina having a nursing background is going to be, work well in the house.
Yeah. Super helpful. Hmm.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, and then
great.
so the other position we're interviewing for right now, we have some substitute parents that are doing a fabulous job. They're new as well, but they're just going to be substitutes for now. But we are looking for permanent, full time parents.
Nice. Okay, we'll be praying about that. It's
Thank
exciting
you.
though. All right. And when do teams start coming?
The first team of the year comes at the end of this month.
Okay.
I'm not sure the exact days, but then it's pretty full the rest of the year.
Uh,
I mean, it's wonderful, but it's wild just how many teams have come back since COVID. I mean, it's full time.
Yeah, I know
It's
you were
not that
talking about
many.
churches that wanna send teams. I was thinking in my head, like, where are they gonna when will they send them? But I'm
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, that's a good problem to have. Where are we
Yeah,
going to put them?
right.
We've actually considered with the new property and the Village of Hope of putting another team house over there so that we could host 2 teams at once.
Wow,
So
that
some
would
could do work here, some could do work there. Of course, most teams do some work in the community, and just
mm,
it'll take some trial and error and some figuring out, but I think we can do it.
yeah, that would be exciting. That would really broaden, the scope of interest too, I think, because I know when I talk to people about joining the team when we take people down, some especially some men are like, I don't do kids, that kind
Yeah,
of thing. But if they knew they were building and doing other things on a different property, it might, I mean, they should do kids. They should be engaging with kids, I think. But but
I agree.
different personalities that like different things. So it might offer an experience for people that wouldn't necessarily um, hang out with the kids to come down and do something. That would be cool.
Yeah, and having the separation would be good too, because it'd be very difficult for us to host two teams here on the current property as
Yeah.
is. But to have that separation, have another team house, another set of cooks, and all that, we can make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be great. Very exciting. And you've also started, I think, a new batch of redeemed women, a new group coming
We're
through.
about to, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I apologize. I can't remember the number. It's 10 or 12.
Mhm.
Maybe it's a little more than that. I can't remember. But yeah, a new batch of recruits, if you want to call them that. My understanding is some of them will be more business focused, or some will be more education focused. I mean, the spiritual, the physical, and the emotional, all those things are for everybody. But we're going to kind of change things a little bit to where some can be more business focused if they want a business.
Yeah,
Others will go to an educational route, and then we'll try to find them work. If that makes sense.
that's great. So diversifying the interests a little
A
bit
little
for,
bit, yeah.
yeah, I bet that's a great offering, for
Yeah, we
sure.
think it's going to work better this way
Hmm.
because we don't want to waste anybody's time sitting, training them to do something that they have no interest in or aren't meant to do.
Right, right. So will you need more staff, or when you take on a new group, does that mean that some women have made it through the program and are on their own? So or are you taking on new staff to
No, we
take?
won't be taking on any new staff. It'll be the ladies that are currently in it already have a plan,
Mhm.
basically, so they don't need as much of the
Okay.
training.
Mhm.
They just need, just the support.
Mhm.
Um, but these new recruits are brand new and fresh. I mean, they're starting from nothing.
Right. So that was my question. So you don't really ever really technically release anyone, or tell them they're not part of the program anymore.
Right.
You just support them with in a different way when they've gone through the training and they're ready to take it on.
Exactly. Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, that's neat, because that should be neat to see, the community that you build with those women as it grows.
Yes, and I mean, from now on, well, I guess in the past too, but all these new women will potentially have the opportunity to live at the Village of Hope.
Yeah. Yeah.
And, I mean, they'll train there if nothing else, but they have potential to move there if they have that need.
Mhm. And just a thought, I'm sure you probably thought about it, but like, have will there be like a mentoring program from women who have been in the program longer, maybe mentoring some of the new women coming in,
Yeah,
or
somewhat. I mean, we have some superstars that have gone through the program that they want to give back and they're willing to do that. So yes, they will, as
that's
much as they'll allow us, we will use them
yeah, yeah.
to mentor, to
Mhm.
train. I mean, everybody has their own gifts and talents and
Yeah.
desires and abilities, and we'll use them as they will allow. Yeah,
Oh, that's great. Because sometimes you just need to see someone who's gone before you and understand that the process a little bit, and see the success to believe that you can do it too. So,
exactly.
oh, that's great. Amazing. All right. Anything else coming up in January? Oh, you have an event coming up, not in January, but
Yeah,
um,
so it's the time that we need to start getting the word out and recruiting for. We'll have be our second our second annual pickleball tournament in the Kansas City area. It'll be April 6th.
great.
That's a Sunday. We're switching from a Saturday morning to a Sunday afternoon, hoping that frees up more people because a lot of people are busy on
Mhm.
Saturday mornings. Sunday afternoons tend to be a little more free, so we're hoping for a bigger turnout. Our first year was just phenomenal; it's beyond our expectations. So we'll
Oh,
see. We'll keep playing with it until we find the sweet spot.
mhm.
But April, we moved it back a little bit because in May there's a lot of graduations and things going on that people couldn't make it. So we'll see. But we're excited. It was a lot of fun. It's
Mhm.
a pickle. If you've never done pickleball or if you played pickleball but never been to a tournament, you're in for a treat. If you never have done either one, you're in for a treat. It's just a fun atmosphere. I don't know how to describe it. It's just different.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, pickleball has taken off. So
It has.
that's exciting. All right. And there'll be more fundraisers to come, I'm sure, but that's the first one of the year, right?
First of the year, yeah.
Okay. Any
And
specific?
if you don't live in the Kansas City area, you can still donate. Um, I mean, some people, it's fun because for whatever reason, we had people drive in like to Kansas City from Arkansas
Oh,
for the
wow.
pickleball tournament. The golf is always localized. People is pretty much stay local, but the pickleball brought in people from out of states, which is pretty
That's
cool.
neat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very cool. Um, any specific prayer requests for this month?
Uh, you know, CNA is always a prayer request.
Mhm,
We are still waiting for approval
mhm,
there. We're fasting and praying constantly for that.
mm,
And just so people know, we don't have to have certification from this government organization to operate, but it looks good.
mhm,
It kind of relieves some pressure off of us.
mhm,
It it just needs to happen. It needs to get done, and we believe it's a spiritual battle. There's
mhm,
no other explanation. This has been going on for years.
mhm.
We'll get close, and then they'll fire somebody, or they have a new administration in the country, and they'll replace everybody. And it's just
And it's
you can't believe it. It's so
right,
incredible.
because it's nothing you're doing wrong. It's that they keep changing the rules. They keep changing the stipulations. They keep changing the list of requirements.
Yeah.
And so,
We send it the way they want it, and they send it back and say, we want it now in this format, a different format. Like that doesn't make any sense.
right, right.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So,
definitely spiritual.
mhm, yeah. Well, we'll definitely
Yes,
be praying for
definitely
that.
need prayer. Yeah.
Yeah. And probably for your vision trips, right? Are you there straight through for both of them, you and Tiffany?
So yeah. Tiffany and I are here, and we'll travel back with the big group together.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All three churches could really, I mean, make a big difference
Hmm.
if they would choose to be involved. That's the purpose of the vision trip, is to send your leaders, say, is this a place we want to get involved? And most people do once they come, and we're praying the same for these three. And yeah, it could make a big difference here.
And it can make a big difference in their churches because it feels so good to participate in something that is so life giving for so many people and to see God's hand and the work that He's doing there. It's so rewarding.
Yeah,
It's so, and then people will always say you should just help the local people. You know what I mean? But when you
absolutely.
and you should in your area, but the thing is it's like the winning effect. Do you know what I mean? The more you win, the more you want to win, kind of thing. The more
Yeah,
you help and the more you see that help actually make a difference, the more you want to help and the more your eyes are open to the help you can do right in your area, because it's super rewarding to go for a week and be there on property and do all the work and see the fruit and just be loved on. But you kind of miss it when you get back. So you look around and you want to do more of that in your area. So not
yeah,
only can these vision trips really help support the project and get people involved there, it's the ripple effect when they get home that is even more impactful for our country. You know what I mean? And why I feel
yes,
like it's so important to do overseas missions and then come home with that desire to want to feel that good about helping all the time. So
yes,
yeah,
yeah.
it'll be nice.
That's what we took one missions trip, and here we are. And
Right.
that's, hey,
Exactly.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean, it's super important for people to get out of their comfort zone and see how they can help and how easy it is to do something for someone else that's may seem trivial to us, in your local area, delivering a meal somewhere or whatever, but it could mean so much to someone.
yeah.
So,
And there's
uh,
plenty of need, and
yeah,
plenty of opportunities.
sometimes you just need to get out of your own way and out of your bubble to even
Yep,
have eyes to see it, you know? That's what I've found.
it's
So
true.
I'm looking forward to that. That's exciting. Okay, and we'll be praying for the house parents and the new group of redeemed women and the electricity, right? And the
Yes,
wall. almost done with the wall, you said. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Good. Anything else?
I think that pretty much covers it.
Okay. Well, thank
Appreciate
you.
everybody's prayers.
Thanks for your time today. And I hope that the vision trips go well. And I hope the weather stays nice. It's not nice here.
We'll enjoy it while we can stay here, but yes,
Right.
it's pretty
If I were
great.
a polar bear, it would be great. I'm just not. So, all right. Well, thank you, Bryon. We'll
Thank
talk
you,
to you
Cathy.
again.